Okay, fine. So, good evening. Akwai work energy power tormani work energy power gi collision si ngarang khar takpa hogre. Aduna sorry, share screen to ka. So, let's start today's session. Queen ngarang work energy power gi sir ngarang theory ka lakibani ka. So, work energy power gi ngarang to gi ka ngarang Amount of gray question hot gray power is a dot product power ji dot product of force and the velocity vector kind of the hierarchy force and velocity hierarchy in power is equal to f vector dot v vector na suma hierarchy now the later then kuina ngarang question si ma'am solve the collision so collision ji da kuina ngarang zi there are two types of collision kind of high grade elastic, inelastic and so elastic collision the we have the kind of energy conserve for inelastic collision and a kind of energy conserve for it collision si elastic or inelastic or regardless of what the type of the collision momentum is always conserved. Momentum conserved to the sunya de kay gumba external force layer or particle colliding particle ani do accelerate tawraba adu collision natte ko habdi hoi collide pudi to in layman terms collide to adu kay gumba koin collision in low butari magi ada kedawa moini na strike to instant level velocity the low gani ko aduna kay doni have again adu do yam na adu me am do explain to again with yam can aware ni ko di kahani adudo kanadi bano explain to aduna no unity collision hargadi kaino habada net external for zero oigadabane system do ko have the particle loinamakta system do aduna before the collision the net external force laite after the collision the net external force laite adubu at the instant of collision particle masen do amana ama thungaina bagi moigi momentum change laibena amana amada equal and opposite force action and reaction forces appear simultaneously so adugi wani aduna momentum is always conserved whether the collision is elastic or inelastic it doesn't matter momentum is always conserved now kinetic energy conserved or gadi collision do kai koeba elastic collision koeba elastic collision na kinetic energy conserved hoideba inelastic oige hargana kinetic energy conserve oiroidineba so kinetic energy kamaina conserve oiroi sir har pot to kitang deform to the pot to gi ko deformation the energy kharaji waste oigi bi natragana whatever pot to thongaina matam the heat energy the dissipate to gi bi or vibration or whatever different forms of energy that when dissipate to gi bata dissipate to if energy is dissipated then kinetic energy would be lost in some form ko have the energy heta so adu gumba collision du kai koeba inelastic collision koeba du ko kinetic energy conserve foi do kinetic energy conserve foi du na kai koeba elastic collision heta ko elastic and inelastic yare ko adagi akoina regardless of the type of collision momentum is always conserved before the collision the labor momentum initial momentum pi then after final momentum pf after the collision this is conserved in any type of collision now they kun ngrang head on collision gi matang da matam gre head on collision hek ha ko matam da noi mind la ka ji elastic so about one dimensional elastic collision ko adumai lei aduna sigi formula se aduki matik maru oi ko head on collision gi se just a second sigi se ko auna kuina particle ani collide to matam da first particle gi magi mass na m1 my velocity na u1 second particle gi mass na m2 magi initial velocity na u2 after collision m1 na laigidaba velocity do v1 do m1 minus m2 by again asigi formula is minded laigidam niko so see I'm live neba v1 putoke hargadi u1 ga associate to udriba term do m1 hen chawbai tapte m1 minus m2 and remaining to m2 le ani u2 le ani ko so I think b2 are going to m2 minus m1 le ani remaining to the c to m2 oigadam ni so sorry u1 ga associate to udum to m1 have to m1 ko so sumaina laigadaba kyan tai ko haise so noi sumaina ne head on collision gi final velocity gi formula ji adum keno to ba khangaba siani ja Kumo kumo. Kangani ko. Si khang da ba sunya de ko si khang gadam si tips lai gadam ni ko si exam anung dong si myam si derive to lai apote si dum khang gadam ni du live ni the coefficient of restitution, so relative velocity of separation by relative velocity of approach. See, the kinoma topic masam hap ke ka. Elastic, the perfectly elastic term kanda woini ko. Perfectly elastic collision and isa zikra pai in pam is na right to in facial lesion. Sorry, left to in facial level ko. Perfectly elastic collision. O ye har gadi coefficient of restitution gi magi symbol z. Let's say E guys, I can I don't know what symbol they use. E is in the so perfectly elastic collision gidi E is equal to 1 hernica. And perfectly kedawa inelastic collision over targadi magi kedawa coefficient of restitution do 0 tani baka. Now no idum khalayeng over. Adam again, she's relative velocity of separation have never. So perfectly elastic collision that the magi kinetic energy do okay, we have the mang relative ko aduna magi ngasai la aga thomgainer separate on velocity do adu relative velocity ni ko it's relative velocity so adu constant way le ni duna mataka makha gi chap manani energy loss laitam ni na ko ano one ta ne ba aduga mathang is na kaino perfectly in elastic collision na particle am the particle am na changjal le yi ba mo ni separate to gi dre ko ona relative velocity of separation je mo ni separate to dram ni na kaidor ne mathak ta zero ta ne makha da di zero ta ba de ko auna kaidoni have the in general coefficient of restitution sa it should lie between 0 and 1 yan dai ga 0 ga 1 ga mer ta dum lai ga dam ne ba no sir boom gum pokhair ga di boom pokhair ga di 1 de na chaw ne ba natragana again kedoba fission reaction gumbo or whatever have the restal particle am pokhaira ga mazi adu di kedone the relative velocity of approach is 0 ne ke approach to the separation katang la ku adu di obviously kay lakani the one then chorkani ka separate ni the approach but again adu the relative velocity of approach to the 0 tarba aduna something divided by 0 is not defined ko adu natta bidi am tapna slow let's say kedoba kuina fusion reaction the slow neutron amana unstable nuclei ama bombard to matamda dugi velocity dubudi after bombardment paithureba particles in dugi relative velocity ni am tin hele aduna one de hena ga chawkani ba adu dadi ke do we have the energy adu di sir kamain to have the adu dadi energy create to we ko now energy create to is mass defect leba nuclear reaction the total mass of the reactant ga total mass of the product ka total mass of the reactant adum hele ba product ki mass adum less oine ba ko total mass ana ke do we have the magi binding energy du ke do ba binding energy du reaction thok matam the high oi khala ka doine have the mass defect mass ka chat kraga hen stable or ka doine binding energy wang by stable or ka doine ba ko adi binding energy per neutron hai tar so do na modern physics da sarna modern physics ta ko matam da amu keno toge collision da sarna sumaina high give do na ay amu keno torake ko no ida revisit torake huziki wena di adom de am chala roisi just coefficient of restitution have the sig definition they follow toro then perfectly elastic organa uneasy there is no loss of energy kinetic energy on one tarni inelastic organa separate tong dre body deform torga ani maktu ama katang pun gre the velocity of separation 0 ta velocity of separation 0 tare something divided by 0 the 0 tare ko so do my no 0 divided by something I because the 0 dum tare so mine later and then so that's all about collision so we'll try to solve some questions on collision so question number 66 say first question ni dum try to see ko adunai sigi 2019 ni matung the ginoi da question yaubra amti yung yaubra aduga noi ngam moi da question gi yaubra hairo
yawe sir
yawe ba adudi sardam ta thabira kira tharo tharo sorry enge ko tharo alt p ko ngatang post ho ko alt p okay fine ko so keno to ko sir na dum keno to is screen share to is seng na tai ko tarba ma'am
Oh, tai sir.
okay fine CGC keno ni 2024 da hangba question ne ko sir gi da yaw train ne tharakpa. So C question is solved. Two bodies A and B of same mass undergo completely inelastic one-dimensional collision. The body A moves with V1 while body B is at rest before collision. So the velocity of the system after collision is V2. The ratio B1 is to V2 is and I have an able. Okay, fine. I do already young can you have the Aquina kay khangi have the Kedoba, two bodies A and B of same mass undergoing. The body A moves with velocity. The M is a sorry sir, B A so okay again. Kedoba V1 B1 sina Z sina C sima Z. This is M and it is moving with V1 velocity V1 velocity change. This is MA. And then body B is at rest. So body BC, this is MB, and this is body B, and it is at rest. Before the velocity of the system after collision is V2. Now M CC total hai MA plus MB so now Mazi it is moving with velocity V2. Okay, so this is the before collision scenario aduga sisina after collision neba. Now noina khangadabsi kaino have the collision elastic oigera inelastic oigera momentum is always conserved. So auna kedoni have the Pi should be equal to Pf regardless of whether the collision is one-dimensional, two-dimensional, or even three-dimensional. The momentum has to be conserved. Then the total momentum before the collision is have the ma and then v1 plus mb into 0 should be equal to ma plus mb times v velocity. Okay, this is v2. The velocity of the system after collision. So this is the highlight draw. This is the b1 by b2 put for and the ma layer ma plus mb divided by ma okay fine. So moina c form sidadi thamam dreka on a 1 plus harga mb by ma form the thamme. So other hesic akoina what sikadorni have the we need to do something akoi kemte mistake dora taude adurgadi akoina kai khangi have the coefficient of restitution for perfectly inelastic collision is kanone ko again inelastic in 0 tani yare kain velocity of separation 0 ne ko velocity of approach to the v1 ne ko aduna two bodies and be of same mass. Acha, same mass harami is the moina. The same mass harami na kaino. MA is equal to MB na to the 2 by 1 tadro. Lakshmi, yarbo. Twice M by M, which is equal to 2 by 1. Kaya moina, same mass harami draw. Same mass. Have the that is. Same mass ko. Have the that is. MA is equal to MB neba. Sir, the same mass pa hudre ko aduna tongan boy ning na kalureba. So, gyan tadra. Lonimak. Yarbo. Yarba harga.
Yare.
Yani buka. Kaino di kumagtre Prithviraj mathan kume. Lakshmi tabro. Yani ko. Sintoy, yarbo, yani. Okay, fine. So, kada we have the sumain le 2:1 ko. Aduna asidi am live question edo Lakshmi nang na soiram is kai duna. Hadi kai de soirino du su khang na bataw ba. Question je kashi am lu question ni na te ba. Sarjo ik the stuck to gito idiom kamain to the mo same mass haram se aduna ma equal to mb ne ai cz pa hoda ba tare ko same mass. Same mass ram ni na ani to 2m ta ni na ko. Adi wani da. So yare ko nang na stuck to is same mass pa hoda ba ra.
Not sir. After collision, the MA plus MB lakase. Tungan na para kadawa man.
Tungan na para kaigino di mo is stuck together tawni ko kaigino di mo na kay high hamatam da they undergo completely inelastic collision. Inelastic ta di stick tawner lay gyan tay ko kain ti hadi velocity of separation is zero ne yare ko adu dum khangadam so 2:1 yarni ko sikizima. Okay, fine. Next question is you khang de ko question 2023 the Manipur ye koi method ki rang duna maram ora koi si exam si kai tha ta gimna. I think July or August ta gimne ko. So tha mam tha ni mukson tha. Anyway, a bullet of mass m hits a block of mass capital M elastically. The transfer of energy is the maximum when come kanda energy maximum transfer of energy maximum. So it's a very simple question. Obviously, bullet of mass m hits a block of mass capital M. The mass capital M is rest according to the conservation of linear momentum, let's say m small v plus capital M into 0 is equal to transfer of energy have a total system do m plus m legadra natragana mana block to pipe for gandole adu yung to most probably c form similarly. So let's say this is v dash aduna the transfer of energy is the maximum when harga okay fine. So elastic collision ka okay. So this is a head-on collision pan ka. So head-on collision da we have the V2 ki formula do ningsing bra V2 nina M2 minus M1 times the U2 lani aduga M1 plus M2 lani aduga plus harga again M1 plus M2 lani dum ka aduga C dana U1 lani sidana 2M1 lani C noi sigi formula z ngarang direct tawgre ko yagadra sise yani ko awna sigi terms the V2 ze habdi transfer of energy maximum have a kaino the V2 is blocking mass the blocky velocity is kam kan khwaide chawkani hamne ko awna c is khwaide chawbusi kam kan chawne have the m na small m dagi chawri gai c term jima chawrani chawroidra chawrakani ko c budi impossible do lereba but c and c manaragadi transfer of energy c terms or c dang tarne duna m capital M should be greater much greater than capital small m hai tar option D should be the right answer if we go through this equation gyan tai ta de tai ka so aduna have the kaino have the v2 let me v2 is maximum v2 is maximum maximum v2 is maximum when m2 is much greater than m1. So then C case the capital M ni ko so sumain to kan transfer of energy se maximum oigani ko the main like no issue am tang kaino to ne cross check to ne abidi kaino sigi Manipur ni 2023 si question sigi ki da kai tagyong option A B C D do
A B sir.
kai tai ba
E oina B.
option number A tai hera
Oh.
okay adurgadi aduni sir amtang kena toge ko adurgadi kuina kai khan baya transfer of energy sir na sigisina habadi transfer of energy de sir na arthalize interpret to is kaino habada ngasagi block to na gain torque velocity do karam kandana hadi v2 sina kam kandana maximum moini hamne block ki mass to budi dum kaino or ni dana ko capital M do dum or ni ba so si manava targadi energy si elastic collision da ko completely transfer budi to gi do ni ba ko ani do manava targadi adidi v2 do kai tarni ha matam da direct u1 tarani ba ko yes adusu chumi aduna velocity da khatang yeng bya da ba ko mass su yeng da ba okay yes v2 ko transfer of energy maximum sigi sigi na to godani ko chumme option number A is chum godani si akoina ne option number D khali ja si the soibam nei ko concept se adini sir na ki yengon haido kaina matam da akoina sigi formula si yenga ga ne ko yeng si ko v is maximum si budi kem kai di si chumme ba sir na si de is kem lan de ba but velocity is yam yang na energy quite chokani have the late ba kai no di sir high gi ko sida ta kai gumba same mass ani this is race like duni ko this is kind of the u2 is equal to 0 and sisina u never u zida sina strike to within never they are of the same mass lai matam da na kai la kani ya matam da sigiza let's say this is u1 ko adi the v1 is equal to 0 lai ne ba kai gum same mass lai ta ga di and kai doni ha matam the same mass lai next ki se sisina v2 da ngasai u1 do mana ni ba ko sumain to chak ni ba auna same mass layer kanda kai gumba first ki sina mass si kyam p na khalasi ko and this is again u1 and then ka chawe sisina ko u2 is equal to 0 u2 is equal to 0 ko adu beta aragadi cc kedawni ha matam da machazi obviously machazi na thom da maji paitho ko natragana punna bu charminare harsu or natragana sungleng leng da fo yai ko so aduda kedawni ha matam da sigi kaino je v2 harage obviously v2 will always be less than u1 si sim lere and then sigi mass kra chaw mana ko mass macham da thom ga doine ba ko so let's say this is u1 velocity and then this v1 is equal to 0 aita si race lai dune ba ko ana kedoni ha matam da achawusina machaji sielaga puba ma or machaji kapaga chatkiba ma obviously si the v2 will be greater than u1 haitare ko si budi chumme ba adi v2 si sidana di chaw re ba sarna si haije v2 is maximum when this si di chumme ba but akwini yeng is velocity chaw na teba energy transfer to whenever energy and energy di kaino sigi sida di conservative force kem yaute ko aduna kedoni have the sida di kinetic energy do tarne potential energy ki room leite ko sida ana potential energy or kinetic energy si kam maximum when you have the half mv square never ana half m ma yauri ba ko aduna m do kaidoni have sigi mass machazina obviously see my velocity v2 chawjar so my mass p eba gyan ta right cha aduna maji kinetic energy the convert to kuma tam dai v2 na maximum when you have the id kaidoba ajiki kinetic energy the maximum where roi ba ko aduga noina khanga da bamna mass chap manaraba gyan ta bra m1 ge m2 ga si mass chap manaraba aduga head on collision torba one dimension da ko elastic su oiraba energy loss su leitraba adur di masa manarga amana resle amana thoma ga dina first ki thomai suppose kedoba sisina resle ga sina thomak paneba audi cm resle amado same velocity chat kineba auna 100% transfer of energy leba energy si kasu create to ya poteba no gyan ta right energy can neither be created nor destroyed as long as we are in the domain of classical physics or classical mechanics energy ji kesu haidi kedoba create to ngamde destroy to ngamde and total energy dum same oi leni ka aduga again kaigama koina classical na taba quantum realm da la agadi energy ji mass ji convert to vi and mass the energy the cost. So that's another thing. Sigi matang ji da noina khanga da ji kaina da m1 m2 ji same mass le ragadi amana race le amana thomako matam da race le ambaduna thomai badu velocity ji sakhraga thomai ba potuna race tong le hawni buka. So adu du khanga da neba ana sisida kaidoni ha matam da v ze aduna kaidoni have da sigi motor moina kainti energy hangmani na ko aina velocity da sat pe chalorage ana aina kai have the v2 is equal to u1 if m1 is equal to m2 gyan tai ko ya the bracket ko to ya da and kaidowa ke final is equal to ke kinetic energy initial if kaidowa v2 if kaidowa v2 is equal to u1 yare ko yadro ma'am
यार
prithviraj
Yes,
okay
sir.
gyandita ko lakshmi gyandita ko sahaja adune haji hadi same mass kan amana resale mi poto haziki velocity amada laga amajin thoma tam amadong resale amada sakini siji kam kan thokani abda when they are of the same mass and one is at rest aduda katang thokani ko adu natragadi velocity je sigi mach achawuna macha thomada macha kap khrani but my mass so am pa ona magi kinetic energy do maximum where mass pigment you no maram na mass chamana kan 100% energy transfer to do ne kai no di amadu resala amadu same velocity sakimina 100% energy 100 te kesu hen na transfer to ya poteba energy sungaga 102% ga kesu transfer to ya roi ko adu gi one. So do no option A is the right answer. So nga sa high degree do na velocity de yenge kai no half mv square to mass to ngatang consider to the bida in velocity de yengba velocity maximum oi bai budi option number D jina khwai dei oirani ko aduna for example Manipur ni 2023 the sumaya hangeva the change in velocity or the gain in velocity is maximum if harga or the gain in velocity is maximum when harga D option number D zero deneba velocity maximum jina D energy the D aniji chapmana kan oini ko so yare so now makator si kaiba mathangdo sigi 2019 gi jesum tawzaira
अच्छा दो ऑप्शन
okay si hot sebe ko now see there is no body A of mass 4m moving with speed u collides with another body B of mass 2m at rest. The collision is head-on and elastic nature. After the collision, the fraction of energy lost by the colliding body A is CDM lie. Aduna putho hai z kaino have the half m1 v1 square minus half m1 u1 square. CZ putho have never is equal to what hang maneva ka? Is equal to what? CZ never question jida hang is. Now adur gadi amarum the higher gadi half m1 loin chakre ka. And what you need is b1 kedoba. b1 by u1 never whole square at that. CZ putho have never. Adudi what is b1? What is b1? B1 di sir nang say igibdu kaino habda v1 puto kaya gadi m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 times u1 plus harga 2 m2 by m1 plus m2 u2 aita sisi niko kangbra sigise kangbro kangda bro
कौन है
niko adu disi palo aduga adagi relage adu ibita gadi yung sida moina kay hai for a body A of mass 4m moving with speed u collides with another body B of mass 2m. Aduridi 4 minus 2 ko 4m minus 2m. I dum tawiro siba. 4 minus 2m by 4 plus 2m u1 plus 4 into 2 got 2 into not 2m, sorry, 4m not 2 into 2m and 4 plus 2 whole m times u2 hai tare ka isi sim tang ka khe this is v1 ever ka so duragadi 4 minus 2 d 2 4 plus 2 d 6 so 1 by 3 u1 plus Araga sisina kaino 2 into 2 d 4 so 4 plus 2 d 6 4 by 60 2 to 4 2 3 6 u2 ngai this is line angela present u2 cc v1 ever ka okay fine so moina v1 by u1 have ne this the u2 mi opsale u2 si frak tare ba ko aduna akoina u2 si kamai to lo thokadage have du ma lere so u2 di raise le hai den ngai mass 2m at rest so u2 di raise ni ko so this can have the this is 0 u2 is rest at see your roi can tai guys ya see your roi how the see your roi how the tarbon sir how the b1 by u1 whole square is equal to 1 by 9 tar gyan tai ta de gyan tarbo ta da bro yad rabo
Sir, tayo ito option C or hele.
kai ba moi gi je kenu tai ba ko option c tai ba
Okay.
aduragadi moi to is after calling the fraction of energy lost have a ko okay see the zone sorry right fraction of energy lost have an evoca adu di sita right kai no sita ro deserve da kenone sigisi kitang sorry jikita thamge ka chumi mo ha chumi sigisi sumain thamage sisi kaktat lage duga sisi kitang sang sumain chingage the fraction of energy loss samnina kaino si le ne ko aduga sisina si copy tawraga sidai sida leani sida minus leitineba so which is equal to haraga marum da di u1 square minus v1 square by u1 square si tarne half m yam di common lo ka kreba ko aduna sumai leitiba so which is equal to haraga 1 minus v1 by u1 whole square diba ko so aduna adudi kai tarni abda answer taramani dudi yo tarba sir na si id energy loss to ko fraction sumai hot kadam ne ko sir kitang soi gre din so aduna si je haitabai khotabai na te ko amuk soina id kane you cannot to yaw 8 by 9 id akwina question ji arthan bada ko kitang soi ba 8 by 9 chume kai no abda energy se habdi magi starting the labor kaidoba haurakpada maji half m u1 square labor ko energy se initial energy se initial minus final the obviously khara handare unabu energy loss lay neba auna energy loss to the fraction hamina as compared to the original neba gyan tai kaija for example nang na lupa tara the for example nang na lupa trying to be pot am neba si cost price neba nang selling price na kay no habda lupa 10 neba adu nang loss percent puthoga di kay no habda di kani 12 minus 10 divided by 10 hydro high ko ganda rise nang divided by 12 hydro 12 minus 10 divided by 12 aduna adudu nang loss percent neba adain to na energy loss to adu fraction na puthoga di sumaina hot kani ba ko have the just final energy do fraction of kedoba initial energy what the final energy is a fraction of is what fraction of the initial energy ka higher ga sir na sai trom de to dine 1:9 and compared to matamda. But here we are not comparing the final energy to the initial energy, but we are comparing the energy lost. So energy lost to the kind of the initial energy minus final energy upon initial energy. Gyanta de tabra.
Aisha.
Tarbo, Lakshmi Tarbo.
Oh, tarani sir.
Sinthoy Arbo. Sinthoy Tabra. Tai, okay. Gyanta ko, sisa. Gyanta abduni important ho ise. Okay, tai ko. The nang tai has a Gyantai ra, tai har the kangre. So Gyanta the Gyantai na ko. Then toro chetero. So let's proceed. Question number question number 67, 68 sidi. Ngamadra. Yo. Question number 67, 68 sasat yang haro. Pungzi already mapantadre. Question number 67, the Haizikaino A, moving block having mass m collides with another stationary block having mass 4m. The lighter block comes to rest after collision. Okay, by the moving block m zina kitang heavier stationary block 4m ji thom matamda m machado rest le or 4m do leng chakre ko. So the lighter block comes to rest after collision. So when the initial velocity of the lighter block is v, then the value of coefficient of restitution E will be ever. So it's a very simple question. Haziki one dimensional elastic collision, the head-on collision, the pan okay, fine. Moin elastic ke kama madi am palam di ko. So si knowing am gadra sir toro ra hairo. So sa no.
Sir 68 win talks.
Okay, 67 is the head ra.
Yani sir.
Okay. Lakshmi ki di yarba. Lakshmi.
Oh, yani sir.
Yani. Okay, question number 68 win talks ebuka. Tos. Okay, so question number 60. Okay, 2016 is a question. A bullet of mass 10 gram moving horizontally with a velocity of 400 meters per second strikes a wooden block of mass 2 kg which is suspended by light in an extensible string of length 5 m. As a result, the center of gravity of the block is found to rise a vertical distance of 10 centimeters. The speed of the bullet after it emerges out horizontally from the block will be. It's a very simple question. See the question Z yampazay. So main toraga magi the target amaka block amle wooden block amle tare ka. So sigi sida kedoba bullet amana pale sida ida ka. So bullet sina pale au deidi kedone have the sigi wooden target si kitang race torane tare ka. So mazi kitang kedoba race torane. So race tor pazi ida. So main tor kedoba kitang thom mata magi kitang phaira ko yai. So then phaira ga sumain tor race tor thom matam da ka. Yareka si sumain adu targadi hauzik kaino habda magi aduga still kedoba bullet si pai adum kedora kadni have the bullet si pai thorakani buka bullet si dum sidagi dum pai thorakine ba bullet sam pai thosakine ba si tak long to ada aseng aswai the pai thoi ka bullet si paudo sakada ona si dum pai thokani but ball si amazidi adugi force no ko strike to banina can have this is a move up torero. Okay, fine. So now the speed of the bullet after it emerges out horizontally from the block will be my speed to carry within a car. So it's a very simple question. sida kai oini sida akhina kamaina hot kani ha matamda external force yaubra collision da ahamba gi oina ko initially have the yaudeba ko aduna have the this is simple collision a block to race me amazin la thome ka thoma matamsida a bullet of mass 10 gram so m1 z 10 into 10 to the power minus 3 10 grams kg z SI unit holaga di ka jule and my v is in a 400 so into 400 this is m1 u1 ebuka plus haraga m2 into 0 kaino 2 into 0 2 kg into 0 is equal to haraga m1 10 into 10 to the power minus 3 into v1 I khangde v1 ji kya no haiba adu v1 ni puthokadui and the second mass to ko adu di kaino haibada 2 kg is 2 into haraga magi velocity c v2 ne ko now c v2 si amna nungai it's very interesting kai you know matam da in half into 2 into v2 square se c ji kai ga mana ne mgh ka mana ne 2 into 10 into 10 centimeter 10 centimeter di 10 into 10 to the power minus 2 hai tar meter ka so si si nga over si ja nga over si si ki je nga de ko habidi kai no habida ngasai gi block se si si malna bullet sina thomak pa matam na ma velocity am gain tor kane ba adugi velocity du na ma ji adi kinetic energy da adu kinetic energy mathak thangat ki matam da potential energy da on gi doine ba potential energy formula di mgh ni da na ko gyan tabro ta da bro si ki je
ताई सर
tai ko aduni that's it so m2gh hai tai so adu palo the indicator ne am the cc ka khre auna nangi v2 square adum v2 square thamgira or yeah v2 square is equal to c 10 to the power minus 2 ga 10 ga khre auna id adu di v2 is ga root 2 tare ko v2 is equal to root 2 aduna equation 1 equation 2 equation 1 and 2 implies kai leire have the moi puthwai ji kaino sigi v1 ji puthwai amne ko aduna it's very interesting answer budi tare ko yala si so we no to ko try okay fine now yeah adu ergadi has sigi 10 to the power minus 3 ko 0 ani 0 ama 10 to the power minus 3 so 4 c2 into 0 di adum 0 sakre ko minus 2 root 2 c2 into v2 is 2 root 2 ta so sakro that is equal to erga b1 by 100 tarni buka siji makala ani it implies v1 is equal to harga 100 into 4 minus 200 into root 2 right there or why don't we do like this 100 adum thamazi 100 times harga 4 minus 4 minus harga root 2 di kaino 1.41 adu 2 ning to tawde ne ba 212 2.82 tare ka 2.82 tare so 2.82 adu da 4 adu 100 into tawal so adu di 4 day subtract torga di kai tarne have the 8 tarni so 1 tarni and then 3 minus 2 di 1 118 tiny 118 ka meter per second so moi gi zikeno tabra 120 tabra amte yung check to oh sir na yung siya ado amte yung ne 120 tabra tabro ta da bro kay ba
tade BOS
bio ba sige sa
tai tai sa
tare ba ko 120 tab na tro
sa
adune adi 120 hay di 118 kem na nai dina ko so sumai to hot kadam so sir na hol is gyan tabra kanam ko magtre sir na hol is gyan tabro
tai sa
ताई सर
like so again see am like aduna akoini sida policy conservation of linear momentum am pale aduga energy to kinetic energy of the block to that should be equal to the potential energy of the block when it's raised up to a height of 10 centimeter adu ni do pala gadum satare so main reason suma question sumai lak matam da sumai na pan gadam ni have khan bangam badu ni because so understanding the important or is what padi like so let's proceed yeah record the next story question number 68 yeah question number 69 ziyong 69 dingam gadra 69 70 yong 69 ziya gadra two balls two kedova identical balls A and B having velocities blah blah the velocities B and A after asidi like ko the amazina 0.3 n minus 0.5 la 0.3 n minus kaino minus lakti je oh sume minus 0.3 ga plus 0.5 ka la c sigina tro minus A is the velocity change to exchange to gadabane ko aduna A gi si velocity le B gi si velocity la ne plus 0.3 la ne ko ada amazina minus 0.5 gadam ne option number D je ta gadam ne mo sign the negative and what meter is 69 je kai tai
D type, sir.
kai tai ba D
Oh, sir.
adune D type ko adu mo si the sign and what me ba can da right C is negative gadam ne ba minus 0.5 gadam mo sure anyway
Okay, sir. B.
kai hai no B tai hai ro
B.
okay B type ko B den chum ne sorry okay it tak pai sumain tak den exam da okay koi nang sai gi formula do palo head on collision gi formula do duga what you can have the m1 gi velocity je m1 adu da ga ira ge ko mai kai da velocity je 0.5 meter per second ne ko si jim le ba au da gi amana kai le ba minus 0.3 meter per second ba adu si je kai la kan have the 0.3 la kan have si 0.3 the all ni ko exchange to na dune ba n minus la ne ba si na kai lo ani 0.5 la ne ko adu plus la ne ba so meter per second adum soin sim la ka de ne ba ko aduna kai doni ha matam da si minus 0.3 ga 0.5 ko de ne ba ko kai ne B di chum mo oh sigi ra 0.5 B di chum mo ye
sir kano
si ta ga dam
hangbono B ga A ga kona bane sir
oh
sir
okay
given
okay
na A
okay
ga
hang is it the velocities of A and B hang mana te B and A hang mana ko
B and A
oh adudi C hana la ka de ko 0.5 ka minus 0.3 ga 0.5 ka minus 0.3 ga okay okay fine ado si yung section lu ko duna exam ji da sida ne ai di noina khangna hairaga zu soibe address yai ko mitha ga di auna adugi ne aduna exam da section da de chumme ne harau tholaka dine si question jim ju chumme ne marks par tholaka dine ba aduga sigi BNA moina ANB mo BNA si uhodra di soi dine ba sarju ji soi de mo da ko aduna sidi kitang section batare si mo soi de na ko adun noi question ji amna practice to ga di hanna me am already thengna gi batar ga di real exam noi exam da di already noi mock test ke me am tha dan ko si mo thengna ga di exam na kitang cautious oi ne ko noi precaution law no batar ka ne ko adu yon anyway fine so let's proceed question number 70 71 72 khalo kam to ji ge 70 ji lu do man bra 71 yung 70 71 ji to ji to ro sa ja haina ro 70 71 sing amgadra
70 tause.
70 tause. Okay, tause. Okay, so question number 70 has two particles A and B move with constant velocities v1 and v2 at the initial moment. Their position vectors are r1 and r2 respectively. The condition for particles A and B for their collision is correct. So it's a very simple question. Yam live question ni yengo ko start torage. Use the xy graph. And then let's say this is the velocity, this is the position vector for first particle and this is the position vector for second particle. And moinisi collide tauge haragadi moigi kenosi common ama oidabya deva ko collision thoke haragadi jaga amada habdi particle anisi ki position vector is same oini ko auna habdi kaino ha matamda common oiba sorry. Kaino ni all right, fine. Now you've got this is R1 vector and this is R2 vector. This is M1 and this is M2. Now, noina khanggadabam na si velocity vector nati ko sir somda chala somda kamai thelai no ab nati si po sumayam chachai ne ba my velocity vector di si direction ji lai ba my velocity vector di si direction ji laksai ne ma di ko si r1 r2 ji position vector ne velocity vector nati ko ngau ni ko ada si na kai no ma ge velocity okay si v1 ni si na v2 ga da ko so maji si v part si dagi laksai ne ba sumain to orga asigi magi kedoba initial id tum hoi hana amale ma so khoi gi time initial time du the magi position vector r1 oi hajabe one eba ko now moini gi common noiba moini na collision thoke ha ri moini gi common noiba kedoba position vector ama lai ni ba ko so adu gi common noiba position vector du kai oini have du one eba that's so simple adu di kai no the r1 vector plus b1 into t this is equal to r2 vector plus v2 into t natro si taroidro kaino di si v2 into t taroidra si sina v1 into t same time that after time t the moini si amana m1 sina r1 position vector leme m2 sina r2 position vector leme and after time t the mazi sidagi na sida r1 leme si jaga si or si r2 gi position vector si jaga si der so si common position vector lai dine adu moini thongai nei hai na tro after same time interval da si jaga si da moini si chamanan lai minar gadi moini thongai na dragadi lai minar ba ya gadro ya roina adu na moini thom nei hai ne ba si gyan tangam rangam da bram ta hero
Mani sir.
keba ngam me hara lakshmi okay fine keno lakshmi mathang ko mai kai gino tai ko okay sinthoi gyan tabra cheta ko mo cheta gyan tabra 856 zing 914 jal kumak 3 gyan tabra sinthoi tai ba ko okay fine great adudi we can proceed now adudi keno the condition for particles A and B for their collision is adudi keno abda okay fine yare adudi keno t se sigi z t1 ga t2 ga cham mana ga dam ne ba ko aduna aina we I have the r1 vector minus r2 vector is equal to t is common log the v2 vector minus v1 vector natra times t hai but again okay fine so t puto kaya this is v2 v1 and yan ko aduga kaido duga kem to ninga leite aina si t1 t2 na haijen bade adu ergadi t1 ga t2 ga ji kai guma mana batar gadi common no ni because this vector for this vector is equal to this vector ni ko aduna final vector sidagi kari matta thoidokpa ude ubrane ude ko audi kai do we wakhan ji ko out of the box khan di yarai kaina sigi diagram si de khan mangam drive ko let me think about it options in R1 cross B1 is equal to R2 cross B2 cross product key came to R1 cross B1 equal to R2 cross no yade R1 minus R2 Z B1 minus no C yade option number C is yabe and R1 dot B1 dot product yade option number C is in a ching easy ka option number C is in a chane so B2 minus B1 ga adu ka kinataba ka T is never perfectile. Come on, do again. R1 minus R2 by V2 minus V1. Moigi magnitude to na yen baka. Okay, yeah. Question jam team puzzle one. Maths not true. See the sorry. See the trick never go. Option number C tani. Sir, moigi tricks a pavanga meka ure. Silena. Then it implies this ko. Then harga moigi kenoze magnitude to them R2 minus sorry R1 minus R2 baka. Yung ko. R1 minus R2. This has nothing to do with physics. Si nang na sida magnitude location matamda adum si B2 minus B1 vector gi magnitude into TT this scalar ni na. Si layer to. Equation 1 layer si equation 2 layer. 1 ga 2 ga divide to na ri TT kakthana na ri option number C ji ta draba. Tabro ta dabro.
Tai sir.
Adune si di kane si asibu question ni. Ika. Adi sidi kai hani sidi kai gum sidi kano na tre no ida vector equation ni sidi ko collision equation na tre adu ju pure vector equation la have jo mu adu maximum haining de adi si no si lere adu ga ama jina budi yen do ni but thangdok thangjin torga adum keno tar ka do ni ko si ji kai ni bracket ji le haurani kai no di keno chat khra ji ko t ni ji cancel sana grani ba aduna sigi sina yen ga doine ba so sigi sina yen ga doini ana sigi si sumai le ni hata gyan buta bro adi si ja kedo ba again chumi kaino si mangna tra ya tar si ya ko so option number C is the right answer no keno tor ba gyan loin tar ba
Tai sir.
Sir.
Okay sinthoi tare ko let's proceed sinthoi tar ba hero duga procedures. So question number 71, 72 zengo. Sinthoi cheta ko mo tabra. Okay. So question number 71, 72 zengo. A ball is thrown vertically downwards from a height of 20 meters with an initial velocity v0. It collides with the ground, loses 50% of its energy in collision, and rebounds to the same. So again, you see, mazi mana 20 mgh sigi 50% hargadi half into 20 mgh to aduduna amuka magi mgh dash h dash puthoba aduga dum answer ta jarani. Question number 71 ji gyan ta pressure na ja
Sir.
tai ko mg into 20 je aduduna total energy ne ba ji potential si strike to matam da 50% am loss to gram ni na half into mg 20 je si sina muka kai do ba magi height to mg h dash ka mana halaga aduga dum hoto ne ko aduna aduri siri sumo hoto su yare ko mgh se half toram ni na 10 tarni aduna 10 tarni my height to ko collage So the same height tong chat le have ko and rebounds to the same height. Okay, fine. So do again CC noina ke do ba 20 ziki mz 20 do advaina hot padi ya roi kai gino di my velocity v naught lai baina adu du lang tra kadeni. So question number 71 je am tanga khallo sir budi answer kama hot tra de hai biding amar but hola gading amni yam lai. So no hainer ro 71 je ngam gadra ngam itra so zaro.
Sir, sisi kinetic energy ka potential energy ka manahalaga tai.
Half m v naught square se
Aduga MGS ka manahalaga.
Kamay man and do my 20 meter day in my potential energy plus kinetic energy ni matatalay na. Heg, haurak padil lay gadriba energy se potential plus kinetic never. Adu khang braba. Sir, adam solta uzira. Lakshmi.
How, sir?
Nati question number 71 no itong amduraba Sintoy Lakshmi Pritibera Saro. Kaya ba? Ngamani ya. Okay. No ngamani ya decision skip towards ko. No ngam with the word gadi sir to kaya gito. Question you would like. No check-in ga dabam yaw ko. Mazi free fall na teba. By the race the guitar pa na teba. Vino to lang tha ga do ne ba una kinetic energy mu yaw ne ko. Do wani na. Ado kinetic energy ka tang na te potential plus kinetic ne ba do gi wari ni ko. So yeah, 72 is again on a frictionless surface, a block of mass m moving at speed v collides elastically with another block, blah blah. After okay, so the second one. Very simple. Question number 72 is thing I'm gonna draw. Yeah, 72, 73. So yeah. So yeah, 72, 73. I'm gonna draw my dress out.
Ngamani siya.
Since we get Lakshmi ka, I'm gonna draw 72, 73. No response. Ngamani hai ko. Lakshmi, I'm gonna draw 72, 73.
Okay, sir.
Ngamani 73 yung ngamani ko. The 74 CD 2 spares and B of mass amount to respect A is at resolution B so after calling B. Okay, as you like the young 74 year on again no in a sada PYQ to pike them Nico 74 year on they 75 chap man is ko 74 75 si marakta pa mam kan gera ani mag irai the skip tauzi. Again 76 we irai di lai but no in ngam mo hagadi tauzi. 76, 77, 78. Kalo. Kamo tauzi kalo. Question amani di taugi je duga lo shalazi ka. Kung 9:23 chatla 9:30 pa di matam lady. So matam dum yari ka. Kalo 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. Question na dum ka yama male work energy power chapter je ka. Question number 80, 81 bole. So no gi dabu di kray helam mani ka 2024 ko yamen. So kalo question kamo tauzi ka ro talk to hero. 1988, 1996, 97, 98, 1908, 2010, 2011. Kalo do har. Kamu tahu juga. Sinto ina ceta ku maju yani ko. Question number karam tahu juga have do. Question number 77. 2 equal mass M1 and M2 moving along with along the same straight line with the velocities 3 meter per second and minus 5 meter per second. See, right line side with someone 78. A rubber ball is dropped from a height of 5 meters on a plane on bouncing the ball against a metal ball of mass to ngasay tawibdo chap manay a moving body of mass m and now the chap manay ngasay tawibdo ka sigumba tawgre already mang the coefficient for perfectly elastic collision gidi 1 tani ko san already ngasay hydra aduga topadi kem leitre dudi noina apamba question amadi khallo 74 75 sok when haro 2012 2011 2025 sorry 2015 ko no apam kalo sir kalo zemta aduga ngasi ngasi class lo shela sebe ko I'm also tired, you must also be tired ko. So let's do one question and we will call off for today.
So 2012 kido explain to wiram.
Tok 2012 ki kam sijra. Okay. Sige ka. Explain to the with the actual totals. Question number is so toning me ka. So here is a question for 2012. Oh, I need to say expand to we begini. Anyway, fine. So two spheres A and B of mass M1 and M2 respectively collide. A is at rest initially and B is moving with velocity V along x-axis. Okay, fine. So M1 into 0 plus M2 into V I cap. After collision, B has velocity B by 2 in a direction perpendicular to the original direction. So, in a plus equal to M1 into V dash. Wow. So let's do like this Vx I cap plus By Z cap kai sum thonjal je buka M1 gi khangdamnina and M2 gi kai na the V by 2 Z cap haidena. So the mass A moves with after collision in the same direction. Okay, the mass A moves after collision in the okay, in which direction have okay, fine. So you just have to solve this. So do the kind of have the M2V, okay, M2V is equal to M1 Vx. Is it? Yes, M1 Vx. M1 Vx dang never ko. Yarwa. Then aduna kaidoni have the you get Vx is equal to M1 by M2V. Yeah, because is that? Similar. And then matangda kailay have matamda you need to solve By. So M1 Vy plus M2 V by 2 is equal to 0. It implies Vy is equal to minus M2 by M1 V. Minus M2 by 2 M1 V है So मान ले रहे Aduna the angle theta is equal to Vy by Vx is equal to minus M2 by 2 M1 V and M1 by M2 V. The angel is forever. Something is wrong. Let's see. M1 into 0, M2 into V. I kept because A is at rest, B is moving with velocity V along x-axis. Okay, fine, no problem. After collision, B has velocity V by 2. Yes, M2 is V by 2 in a direction perpendicular. Let's take Z cap. The mass A moves along after collision in which direction? So M1 Vy plus M2 V by 2 is equal to assume cycle is 0 ni na ko aduna amazi minus la ko aduna any pamisi kino Vy ne adudi M2 by M1 V by 2 ta ko amazi na ko any pamisi M1 ne ko aduna okay see this for see Vx M2 by M1 ne ko see this for kaktan agadam ne ba adudani sorry this should be M2 by M1 ka so duraga DCC Vx M2 by M1 agidam ni si soy leme ka taramani answer udi tarba tarbo tade adudi si kakthat pe aba kakthat la matung da kain tai minus half tai adi theta is equal to kai tare tan inverse minus 1 by 2 tar draw यार बुसे ज्ञान दायता दे
तारे सर
तारे बको response latte Sinthoi and Lakshmi ज्ञान tahobra
Tahole, sir.
tahoe bako okay fine great so all right adurdi sir sigisi hanouts in the thabira ge ka duga sigi this the local see so haying si Republic Day ni ka happy Republic Day to each and every one of you duga haying si akoigi test si 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. ni no problem adum tawgani ka so akoi nei fazana prepare to ro ka best of luck for tomorrow's test local si kong sigi de okay fine
Thank you, sir.
okay you're welcome thank you for the class good night